Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing, spectacular Propagandacaster. I'm your host, and Paul.A.D, the one, the only master propaganda hero, like defender of the fatherland, off here to a 1v1 on Basil, stop biting my hand. On crossing in the woods between the north, it is Paul.A.D fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, Comrade Stalin, here with Guard Rifle Combined Arms, featuring K1s, Guard Rifle Infantry, Conscript Assault Tactics, Howitzers, and the R2 attacks with Triple Infantry. Forming up here for the glorious 12th Tank Mechanized, correct, not Tank, Mechanized Corps versus Caosak with Jaeger Infantry, Elite Troops, and German Infantry. Forming up here with the 78th Sturm Grenadier Division, Grenadiers MD42. We got Double Infantry, Panzerfaust here for Caosak. So yeah, Jaeger Infantry, Elite Troops, and German Infantry. They have, well, G43s and Stormtroopers degree in common there, and a heavy infantry focus. Also, very big thanks to Iron Fist for donating and supporting the Propagandacast with his hard-earned money. Big thanks to you. And joining my company heroes, other people can join as well by donating themselves via the link in the channel description. They can pledge and Patreon to join my patrons borders and my other company heroes. In fact, I have multiple companies. I almost have, in fact, enough to form up a battalion of heroes. One day. But as you know, pledge and Patreon, donate either way would be appreciated. Links in the description. Cat would also appreciate it, of course. Obviously, know, comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button, keep YouTube algorithms engaged. So we've got German Infantry Caosak with the 250-1 half-tack, veteran squad leaders, stormtroopers, assault and hold, and of course fragmentation bombs. Moving eastwards here is the Grenadier, MD4 holding up here, Pioneers sitting up there, the 78th Sturm Grenadier Division for those unawares was a experimental heavy assault infantry division on the Eastern Front, where on the high basically had more access to light machine guns, artillery support, and there was also a full Stug brigade attached to the division, giving also a, shall we say, significant armoured complement. Only one was ever made. It was shattered during Operation Backlash On, and will later be reformed as the 70th Volkssturm Grenadier Division, though how good that was, I don't know. Probably just another Volkssturm division. Anyways, come to the Grenadiers Infantry sitting up here. The south here, nothing further going there for Caosak. Probably going to go for the 3rd Grenadier Squad here. Could theoretically go for another machine gun. Meanwhile, Paul.A.D with triple conscript double engineers, a standard Soviet build here. Machine gun holding up, their Pioneers backing up, and there go 3rd Grenadier Squad there for Caosak. Conscript eastwards. Sandbags in the centre. Nice aggressive flanking from Caosak, though. He is getting counter-flanked himself, so in theory, nice, but there's a bit of an obvious flaw in the plan. But, you know, I like it on paper, but Paul is just flanking him, so they're just flanking each other, which gets a bit silly, I guess. Grenadiers was the engineers see out in the open. The Grenadiers active risk taking some losses for the engineers. Up here we got Grenadiers and engineers around the car on there as well. And we can see here Paul doing the exact same to Caosak. Effectively though, Caosak is effectively close to Paul's spaces, hitting some slightly easier points to cut off. You also got a counter guns with the conscripts. There's the Pioneers, Grenadiers bringing in. So there you go, cut off Paul from his resources, and now Paul's cut off Caosak from his resources. So they're basically both aggressively cut off from all of their resources. Like Paul has, Caosak has 2 points here. This is technically getting a bit more compared to Paul. Conscript holding up here. I think Caosak's rushing towards the western field point there. He's probably also going to try and reconnect here in the east. But there you go, forced retreat in the end. Paul is still raiding, so in the end, Caosak's wild maneuver here didn't quite have the full results that he'd hoped for. Plus, Paul can more easily, shall we say, reconnect his stuff compared to Caosak currently. So, a bit awkward there, but, you know, nice idea. Just, you know, Paul ended up doing it slightly better, I guess. Ground points here. Back here, troops reinforcing. Tech almost under for Caosak. Could theoretically go for 250-1 half-track. Probably going to go for the like to make a nice company. Panzers will also be a great addition. Of course, Stormtroopers down the road would be great. So, there you go. Now moving for the western field point as Paul is focusing on the eastern one. These ground points here, supporting company up for Paul and the Red Army. Machine gun kind of using eastwards, kind of is backing up as well. Just got this secured for Deutschland. Oh, we do get a 250-1 half-track now here from Caosak. Interesting. Leichter Schützenpanzerwagen. Comes called here with MD42. Then just grab the point here. 250 half-track, halfway done. We'll have to see how ready Paul is for the arrival of that little thing. Grabbing the points in the west, bit of a rare unit, though I think fairly good under the right circumstances with a bit of skill. He definitely requires material in the early game to, like, you know, use it. Well, generally always have to use like its ability to set up and sort of form a suppressive fire position quite well, and otherwise, you know, get some good assault troops like Pan's going to need some stormtroopers in it. But there you go, 250-1 half-track out. Do you like your Schützenpanzerwagen? Driving over against the conscripts. Primarily utilised in a Panzer Division's Armoured Reconnaissance Battalion. Fun fact. Hitting the conscripts there, quickly turning in. Typically, though, the Panzergrenadiers or Aufklärer in such a unit we actually typically just use as another armoured Panzergrenadier unit in the division. Fun fact. 250 taking forwards there, though, supporting the infantry. And effectively giving him like a more, in some ways, mobile heavy machine gun team, but they can also be used a lot more offensively in the heavy machine gun team there. Lots of maneuvering here from both sides. They both are looking to like get the upper hand on the other player, but so far aren't quite having full success there. Caosak with a bunker. So both constantly changing hands on the fuel points. Half-track rushing westwards there. There were, of course, numerous versions of the 250-1 half-track, though not as many in the 251. You had a lot of the similar ones, like, you know, the one with a 30mm cannon or anti-tank gun there as a squad vehicle. You had a mortar version, which was known in the game. You also had one with a 75mm cannon for sort of anti-infantry support. So, you know, some fun little bits there. The 250 half-track would eventually be discontinued in favour of using the chassis for armoured cars, which will replace the 2-2, and instead the reconnaissance units will also receive the 251 armoured half-track. Let's grab the centre here, continuing out there. Continue to pursue here. No grenades yet, of course. This is what Caosak will be mindful of, since that can quickly take out the half-track unless you have defense mode, in which case you can actually use to cause your opponent to waste munitions on it. But there you go, almost got the Concord here with the half-track, and the flamethrower pioneers inside. Guardsmen out here for Paul.A.D and the Red Army. He's going to have to set up here and hope for the best. There you go. Once he gets up, he can really soak up a lot of anti-tank and actually causing your opponent to waste munitions effectively, though. When it's already that damaged, it may not be quite as successful as you'd like it to be. Could try calling some stormtroopers in nearby, but he pops into the building instead. Flanking around from the other side. Half-track there. Close veterans of one, but yeah. Half-track ultimately getting a bit lost here for Caosak. A man lost for the German army. Guardsman's got to move in, and there goes stormtroopers out here for Caosak and the German army and the MP-47, the Schmeizers. Half-track's about to get toasted. Didn't quite have the impact that he could have had. But then he can be a tricky unit to get in there because so many allied infantry just have easy access to snares by the time it arrives, at which point it quickly goes down. If you have that nice ability, it can be tricky to, like, you know, time correctly. But, you know, if you can get it going, you can actually really affect it. In certain cases, your opponent doesn't react in time. It can really lead to some devastating hits. But you typically want it with something like Stormtroopers or Panzergrenadiers. In particular, Stormtroopers can really do some serious damage with it and actually secure wipes fast. Like to make a nice company here for the Pioneers. Stormtroopers looking up here. Finish the Engineers in the west. Guardsmen pushing them back as well. Here's with the centre company forwards here for Paul.A.D. Panzergrenadier there for Caosak. Adding some extra assault infantry. He's going to put them to 5 in. Nope, cancels them for more Pioneers. I think a Panzer squad would have been great, but he could also theoretically go for another Stormtrooper squad down the road. But at this stage, he probably wants to go for some Pack 40s. Die Panzerabwehrkanone 40. Pioniere advancing in grenadier support there to go for the Guardsmen here. DP light machine guns up, increasing their firepower significantly here versus Caosak's forces. We got the continuous flank forward. East was there again, going to take that route, then hit Caosak's eastern fuel. Guardsmen routed here. Stormtroopers waiting. I feel like he should be more active. I know some people like to just think of them as like ambush units, but like I think the ambush should also be used like as a way to move them through cover to get close to the opponent. That's like, you know, how some players make use of them. But just think of them as assault troops. Sure, you can hide and ambush with them, but it shouldn't, I think, be a primary mode with them. Plus, again, they can move through cover. I mean, you can use cover to that, sneak them close to attack the opponent. But then he's got some veteran squadrons up there now for Caosak. Very good, but that Stormtrooper squad really should get moving. T-Son on the way there for Paul.A.D. Thumbs up to that. Stormtroopers finding the wing again, as you notice. As long as they just have some cover on the way, that they can actually stealthily advance there. And for the rest, you know, catch units off guard, you can even wipe snipers if your opponent's definitely not expecting them. second guard squad for Paul.A.D. Grab the point there. T7 is almost done for Paul.A.D. as well. Definitely require pack 40 here for Caosak. Oh, he needs to get some really lucky telemines off, and he does not have the munitions for telemines, so that's probably a big 9. There you go, T7 out there. And again, Caosak currently having 9 to tank weapons. There you go, pack 40 once he sights the T-70. Stormtrooper just pretending to be a bush there. Stay quiet, Jürgen, and it won't notice us. That's it. Go, catching the comes up close, doing a lot of damage, quickly killing Dmitry, Sergei, and possibly Petrov or Popovich. No, they get away, but still, bit scarred there, bit beaten up. Pack 40 almost done. Going for less than fuel, but there you go. We got engineer squad holding up. Pack 40 right about done there for Caosak. Tech would be a certainly good follow up here. Stomps was back in hiding.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Guards are going for the car point. Large forces that's going to require some significant firepower for Caosak to break up. And continue also quickly do some heavy damage there to Caosak. Worth noting, we got one counter there. Merchants, the guard squad to keep reinforcement costs down. Very good. Thumbs up. Punch from the south. Stormtrooper, they're popping up an incendiary grenade on the counting units for the forces to retreat. Meanwhile here, guards from there. We've got T-70 joining in there further, making things awkward. Pioneers routed, machine gun nearby, but it's going to be tough to set up in time versus the guardsmen. And we could see YP in the front squad. That's, yep, going to be paying for a blow. That's Caosak. A nice kill here for Paul.A.D. And before doing up, T-70 gets good. Take a hit from the pack 40. Pioneers, we had 5-man squad on those. But they are in fact cheaper to get to 5-man squad, just 30 munitions. So basically half of it going to be a squad. Though they do get, you know, pretty much only the 5th man. They don't get any of the bonuses the veteran squad leaders do, you know, say a bigger gun. And of course the accuracy bonus. But imagine if they did. That would probably make the Pioneers a bit too good. But it would be fun for the German players. Collisions was the country by the Eastern Cut. Fuel point, victory point here. Fuel points being seized here. Probably really dominating. And we got here a flare mine. Sneaky. Thumbs up. Caosak also taking up. Very good. Going to need some Panzerwaffe here as soon as the Soviets. See some considered by the Pack 40. Pioneers being the effort. Good hit from the Pack 40. Punches right through. Causing the crew to have a bit of a jolt there. The entire cabin swings with the sheer force of the Pack 40 shot. East side here, big force going in there, going to these, and stormtroopers going here for Paul.A.D's Eastern forces. Take down there, can build the Sapoma Court and begin pressuring Paul.A.D further. Straight into the flare mine, loses Heinrich. Pops into the building from the flamethrower. Pretty ambitious, but at the same time, range the MP4 can probably outdo. Yes, you can see there the flamethrower thanks to the MP4s. There you go, wipes the entire flamethrower engineer squad, but almost cost from the stormtrooper still. Highlights just how much firepower the MP40s have up close. They can really do a lot of damage faster than the opponents, and again quick to react. They can actually lose the entire unit, particularly pop Tech Advance, though you should obviously be mindful when you pop Tech Advance, but it's really good ability. Really good.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
See some rushing out there, still in the telemines. Sort of trying to control both viewpoints, but also trying to make it difficult, of course, to be the one to gain control of both of them. No Sapoma call yet. He should definitely get that soon. He could rush out Stukia versus Paul's T-70 light tank. Whether or not he, of course, commits to it is another matter entirely. More likely a Panzer IV or a fast Ostwind. They've got the Sapoma Cop here for Caosak, and he's pushing back the comes there in the centre. As Paul continues his excellent campaign of cutting off Caosak's fuel. Mechanized Armor Company there, good timing. Obviously, doesn't have like fuel to get anything out of it yet, but at the same time, just having it ready can usually make a difference, because it means once you got the fuel, you can just press that button and get it going, which again can prove to be crucial in terms of timings. So, thumbs up there to Paul.A.D. Stormtrooper's good to go. We get a flak panzer here for Caosak. The Ostwind. One of 3 flak panzers based off the Panzer IV chassis. You had the Möbelwagen, the Wirbelwind, and finally the Ostwind, which only saw production of 4. So numbers. Admittedly though, flak tanks were never like, you know, a big thing in World War II. Like most armies never had like a lot of them. I think the most produced for some German was actually the Flak Panzer 83 Gepard, which had a 2-cylinder flak, based off the same chassis as, you know, the Hetzer, the Martin, and so on. Fun fact. Country caught with the country, caught with the country was in a pretty bad spot, plus a flare mine. Again, good flare mine there by Paul.A.D. Thumbs up. Those folks need to shoot before they get hosed. And there you go, flak panzer out here for Caosak and the German army. Can he make use of it here? Is the big question. Stormtrooper suffering losses here, more flare mines. Again, very good flare mining. Flare mines are really good. I mean, they're incredibly cost efficient. Should not be taken lightly. Machines about to get flanked here. Nice max. And there we go. Flak Panzer catching the T-70 for the flank versus the foot from the gun here of the T-70. Punching right through the frontal armor. Guardsmen joining in there. Bit tough for the Austrian to deal with. Once then heavy cover, though he can deal with the cover fairly fast, which probably can turn the Guardsman machine moving to support as well here. And there you go. Guardsmen suppressed. Though that doesn't matter so much for the Austrian, since suppression negates to degree accuracy and rate of fire, but for the, you know, large tank, it doesn't matter if they're suppressed in terms of accuracy, though. The rate of fire will still hurt. Caosak swinging though hard here at Paul.A.D. His lines thrown apart as he's hit by a flak panzer. Comrade Commander, they have an anti-aircraft tank. What? That's not how their usual timings. Damn fascist bastards. They're messing with the time plans. I will have to report this to Stavka tomorrow. Also, they're gaining veterans 1. Thumbs up there to Caosak. There's really veteran 2 and veteran 3. The really good stuff happens and get some big rate of fire bonus, at which point he can really chew for infantry. Another pack 4 there for Caosak. Obviously expecting to be hit by a tank soon. He figures another anti-tank gun will provide him with sufficient. No cancelled for Panzer on this squad. Is he planning Panzer strikes? He's just thinking, you know, one pack 4 is going to work. And can always just fill up with a Stug, maybe. Well, you know, Stugs are good. And Panzergrenadiers are good. We shall see here, of course, what Caosak is truly planning. Takes out the Flak Panzer. 7 kills its name now. What's this say in Germany? 7. Panzergrenadier squad almost done. Flak Panzer there, engaging the advancing conscripts. Instead of get followed to the... Oh, Grenadiers was the Guardsman. Flare mine hit again. Some minesweepers are there, but sadly not where the mines are, it seems. Ostman clearing out some of the mines as well. It's doing its part for the fatherland. Nothing further going there for Caosak. Panzer was the guard squad. Flak Panzer arriving. Can't put him in the T-70. Heavy fire in the Flak Panzer. Transport option wiped out. Oh, and a full wipe. They didn't even do... Well, they took out a guard squad with a bun grenade. Yeah, alright. That actually comes ahead there for Caosak. Particularly since I think those guards were actually a bit veteran, so yeah. Bit wasteful, but like, in terms of like pure mathematics, he actually came ahead on that one, but I don't think it's not the sort of trades you'll want to make. You've got the T-50 on the way there for Paul.A.D. Could respond with a Stug or just hold out for a Panzer 4. We shall of course see what Caosak does. They probably just, you know, not throw away more Panzer grenades. Even like he gets a guard squad wiped with it. It's not good. But at least it's not terrible either. T-50 on the way there.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector. We have a new T-34.
Flak Panzer halfway fixed up. 9 kills. Maximum on the pack 40 there. Panzer 4 on the way there for Caosak and the German army. So good, so good. Ooh, Stormtrooper there. Caught being close. And once more, spotting right again. I feel like he's relying too much on this as an ambush. And again, they can work there nicely, but I feel like you're relying on them too much as an ambushing rather than as a assault unit that can, you know, ambush and move through cover stealthily to get into good position. I feel like you end up slightly underutilizing these Stormtroopers personally, and I'm a guy that really likes using Stormtroopers a lot, so I would like to argue I have more experience on the matter. And there's Flak Panzer there, close to Infantry 2. Pack 40 getting mentioned to 1 here. There's caught out in the open here. Also working on the escort for a second guard squad to replace the one killed by the Germans. Ostwind very close to T2. Panther ramming here though. Control caught in the open there. Shot whiffs though, flies right past them, only causing some light discomfort. But there you go. Dundee is the machine guns there doing some heavy damage to the conscripts, forcing some casualties. Paul continued to have good map control here versus Caosak, and Caosak does need to slightly update his tactics, I think, to have a better chance here versus Paul. Though certainly the Ostwind, if we sort of keep that going, gets to higher levels of veterancy, could prove to be a strong asset because once it starts firing fast, it can really start melting infantry. Like it's a self-propelled Ark of the Covenant. So there you go, Ostwind good to go. Of course, also good versus aircraft, though. I mean, we'll have to see if I can make use of it. Bit of fun in the T-34s from 6. Fun fact about firing anti-aircraft guns at T-34s. During the early stages of the Barbarossa, some Germans were actually able to use 2 similar flags to cause T-34 cruisers ran because some of the T-34s, because not all were made with the same methods, were actually made effectively like huge cast iron bells, then fire away a 2 centimeter flak on them, and you basically just, you know, cause huge vibrations inside the tank, which... To further explain what that means is, back in ancient China, one method of torture / I think execution was to basically place people on a massive iron bell and just ring away at it. So that should probably give you an idea how nasty it could be to be in such a tank. So little fun Ostfront fact there. Folks over out here with the guards up north, heavy damage there. See some roaming in as well, they're close to the ace level. Very close to it soon there on the Flak Panzer. And he's back that get wiped out. It's going to be another infantry wipe for Caosak. Probably wants to look into replacing some of those losses, but no, actually gets away there. That's fairly lucky. Or fairly unlucky if you're Paul. Yeah, that Flak Panzer is super close to Destiny 2. Another pack 40 here for Caosak. Guess we're not looking at some Sturmgeschütz. T-34 from 6 being fixed up. See some rushing ahead, spotting ahead also, very good. Japan uses the conscripts, 2 full squads of Frontevex. Using the T7 field gun together to deal with the machine gun. 2 of them are Paul, that's a very nice setup there. That is a very nice setup. Flak punching up here on the west side, there you go. Betty 2 gain rate of fire increases. Also hold down to trigger for longer when it fires faster, my god! This is brilliant! Knows where I learned at Veteran C3. Platforming in, but there you go. Ostwind there pushed in too far. Sadly, just as it actually 2 there, it gets toasted. Real shame there, real shame. But again, does highlight the Ostwind can be quite, you know, effective. But there you go, rams the Panther 4, damaging the engine. I guess it's just to get some value out of the T-34 and increase the field of chance of dealing with it. There you go, assault and hold here. Pioneers been doing some damage. We might need to lose the Panther 4. That's going to be a huge blow to Caosak. Good God, that was a brutal engagement. Pretty bad for Caosak. I mean, he lost his Ostwind, the 2-2, and a Panther 4. Only exchange for T-34s from 6. That's a terrible trade, no matter how you look at it there for Caosak. That is terrible. I mean, he easily lost a lot more. Just the Ostwind was worth more than the T-34s from 6, I believe. I mean, 300 manpower, 100 fuel versus the T-34, which is 300 manpower, 90 fuel. So, just losing the Ostwind eventually 2 really hurt them. Then losing the Panther 4. On top of that was not a great engagement, and Paul basically got a ton of value out of the T-34, taking out the Ostwind. But even then, just delivering that ramming attack there to the Panther 4, making the field able to destroy it. And he loses the Stormtroopers. This is terrible for Caosak. This is terrible. He just really got slapped across the face there repeatedly. So now Caosak is in a pretty bad position. Like, he lost his armor and he lost his Stormtroopers. This is going to be a tough one to come back from here. Part because Paul can each replace armored losses. And he's still got plenty of infantry. So the situation here for Caosak is going to be pretty tough. Pretty tough. He does have the pack forge, which will help versus the armor. But not so much against the infantry. So Caosak will need to sharpen up his unit preservation here versus Paul, a notable bit. It was nice to see him making use of assault and hold, but the timing could have been a bit better. Alongside his unit preservation, obviously. Goes to the counters there. Another flak panzer for Caosak. A bold choice here. But he clearly believes in the Ostwind. Guard squad quality within 42. Note the consistent usage here of merge to actually reinforce them. That way keeping costs down, plus as more armor arrives. It doesn't really matter if it's a conscript guards they're really doing, because again this gun's getting hammered by tanks anyways, so thumbs up there to Paul.A.D for being very cost efficient in his art of war. Flak panzer almost done there. Now the T-54 there for Paul.A.D. We shall see of course if Caosak can keep his flak panzer a bit alive for a bit longer this time around. No, cancels the T-54 for Katyusha. Well, is he again once more expecting like to be hit by a Panzer, not the flak panzer? Once more, Caosak uses slightly more aggressive timings to confuse and confuddle and confound Paul.A.D. Doing the very communist, they cannot have a take. God damn it, they did a flak panzer again! I'm going to Gulag for these, aren't I? He's even merging counters with the needs. I mean, he's just doing everything cost efficient to here, Mr. Paul.A.D. Katyusha almost done there for Paul.A.D. Flak Panther falling back. Need to be careful not to get hammered and destroyed. Would obviously be a stinging blow there to Caosak to lose another Flak Panther. Take a look at this quickly. Guards will caught here. Flak Panther up neck MD 45 when they've got to go field gun bombardment. Also probably recommended the incendiary piercing round to further just inflict damage and pain here in Paul's infantry. T's rising forward to the pack 40 and possibly the Flak Panther well. We've got 2 kills, 3 kills. Machinery positioning but not falling back entirely. And there you go. Paul's assault is stopped by the river crossing, but we got a max on the flanking the machine. He's going to need the Ostwind or something else to deal with that. No, he's pushing the Ostwind up here to try and sneak away some extra hits on Paul in the west as he sees up western pawns away from Caosak. But Caosak, of course, returns for him. He's going for another Ostwind. Okay, he's not. Let's just say double Ostwind. I mean, it's better than, say, you know, going straight for Sturmpanzer, like double Panzerwerfers out of nowhere, but I'd say double Ostwinds currently would be a bit awfully ambitious, but they're actually not terrible, but, you know, I'd recommend like getting doubles, dukes out, then double Ostwinds. There's actually a surprisingly strong tactical formation, by the way. Forming his Katyusha up to the front line. Bit ambitious there. Like, imagine, like, say, Paul Caosak mining here with Telemines. He could actually take out the Katyusha possibly. We need to fix up the Flak Panzer Schnell. Going for the shotgun approach here. Do we get some Telemines things? There you go. Panther for Caosak. Pioneers thinking about there.
LMG team ready.
Field coming about here. Flanking the field gun. Panther almost done. Pioneers taking to the field gun. Catching the Maxim with some good flak fire. Fielding cleared out. That's definitely helpful here forward because if you can just ensure that Paul can't crew that field gun, his flak panzer is actually going to be fairly supreme here versus Paul. Maxim also back cleared out with the flak panzer, 9 kills. Paxman up here is going to destroy the field gun. Excellent, excellent. Almost got the Maxim. There you go. Maxim crew wiped out here. Caosak strikes back here. Vengeance speaks German, it seems. As the country being annihilated here by the Ostwind. 12 kills. Veterans who won. It's just racking up the kills. Paul tried to go for an anti-tank grenade, but pays the price. And the entire country squad is turned into minced meat. And another squad here. Full retreat in front of the Flak Panzer. This could get terrible here. Paul. Well, it already is terrible. It could get even terribler. Or more terrible. Rifle grenades off as well. They're just heavy casualties. It's a massacre. It's a trail of pain, tears, and blood. It's a death march. Good lord. Almost ready to turn the Flak Panzer. Damaged engine. Actually to find weather for Paul.A.D. Panzer squad on the way there for Caosak. Good hit there. So now all of a sudden, Paul is in a tight position after Caosak lost that launched that decisive raid, and just really just sucker punched him. Just so many dead there. Mission Father rushing in here. W's of buttoning here to keep the Panther on his tight spot here, and certainly punishing Caosak for punching down in too deep without him support. Had he had a Stormtrooper squad, for example, he could have popped a smoke grenade. Or an upgraded Panther squad, he could also pop the smoke grenade there, but he does manage to narrowly salvage and save the Panther 4 here. Double packs opening up the H-25, catching the crossfire here. Panther 4 narrowly getting away from that, so close, but almost gets the H-25 instead. There go contact caught with the Flak Panzer and the MD-42, and the H-25 is down. Oh dear, Paul just slapped in the face again. Katyusha fire here, Flak Panzer holding back, close to Infantry 2 on it. Pack crew exterminated by a rocket. We got 173 versus 384. Flak Panzer and Panther 14 down. He repairs. At least he's got 2 Pioneer squads. Both 5 men to assist with repairs. He's splitting up here, I think. I think in this case, what you do is actually prioritize the Osprey, get that back to work faster, and then focus on the Panzer 4. Oh, no, he's not even doing that, is he? He's going for the Pack 40. I suppose I can't fold him for. Almost got the T-70 there. Pioneers are close to being wiped out in return. Actually did lose the Pioneers. He did lose them. Another T-54 there for Paul.A.D and the Red Army. You got the contact with the Guardsmen forts here. Times reinforcing. Armor sending repairs. Fresh Pioneer squad there. AT-7 rolling about. And there you go, folks. Again, he's caught here with the contact with the Guard squad. Paul being slightly more wary now. With the Flak Panzer about. He does not trust anything. He even checks under his bed for Flak Panzers. Keeps running about there. Consul Scotsman backing it up. Thinking about the east side here with the full grenadiers. Ostman in, you know, still need repairs. Panzer 4 getting the focus there. Bit of quad here as both sides are repairing. I mean, Paul's obviously not too keen on pushing ahead without more firepower, so he just took some heavy losses. And Caosak is waiting for the core of his assault forces armor to get ready as well. So, you know, there's sort of, you know, bit of waiting there, bit of twiddling with thumbs. Sandbags in the center. Think about in the east though, good harassment play. We got infantry in the westwards. This looks like Caosak his arm get pushing his armor getting ready as well now. But there you go, folks have been caught up with the Guard squad and the T-34. T-34 taking hit from the Pack 40. Don't gain the Maximus doesn't hurt Caosak either. In the west here we got troops moving forward, come to the dark end. T-7 on the flank here. Could be a bit of a nasty surprise for the troops. They could rush in and Ostman to deal with that swiftly. Panther 4 in the center. Guardsmen responding here from the east and the westwards. There's like only one guard squad man, one guardsman each in each squad. The rest are conscripts. Just being hammered out in the open. Ostman, Panther 4 moving in there. Go guard squad caught. Losses ensue. Let's get caught in the water and shot to bits. 4 men, mostly. Actually, only one is face down. The rest are face up, I guess. Black Panther catching the T's and there. Go Veggie 2 gain rate of fire boost here. Field and firing with the Panther form taken out here. We got Telemans in the center. Here's Caosak is further fortifying the front line. Very good. Thumbs up. Always crucial. We do get some good terrain there. Mine it. Field in there. Coming on from the Flak Panzer. Second field in there for Paul.A.D. to try and further stabilize the front line. Panther 4 half 852. Flak Panzer is slowly approaching Metsu 3. We'll have to see if it gets there. Paul's also got the air support, but he may not be quite as keen in calling into the Flak Panzer, so he may just not care. Pack's holding back here. Quiet once more. Silent. T-54 T-7 ready. Panther almost done. Flameman goes off here, killing Rudolph. T-7 hit. Second Panther almost done for Caosak. Very quiet opportunity. It's really just a quiet period. There was some light skirmishing, but there you go. Things heating up again. Pack Quad ready. There you go. Flak punching in front from the field gun there. Pack Quad with the T-54 switch. Crossroads in your head. They were taking significant damage here, which could soon pile up. There you go. Damaged engine, the Ostwind. But the conscripts are definitely suffering a bit more than just a damaged engine. They're suffering direct casualties. Panther on the flank here, catching the field gun there. Troops bringing in their Pioneers. Machine gun. Panther taking hits here though. Panther goes right from the other side. Heavy damage to the Panther 4. Segment has a route going to where the Ostwind is. Troops being cut to ribbons here out in the open. It's a complete melee. It's a brawl. And there goes Assault and Hold as Caosak goes in further. Charges ahead here for Deutschland. Field cleared out. Katyusha fire here trying to disrupt the assault, but he's already way behind there where the German assault actually is. T-7 rushing back here as Caosak strikes here. A brutal attack here that is completely shattering Paul's front line. Almost got the T-54 from 6 here. Field gun number 2 about to get knocked out. Ground the field gun. And we got air support called in here. Flak Panzer is not quite within range, but still take it out here. So they're going to pass over there. As Infantry 2 does get a bonus there. There we go. A sick of blood as the aircraft goes down. And the second one goes down as well. The Flak Panzer plucks them from the skies as if though they would think he needs to plug out of the skies. I don't know. So there you go. Almost ace on that Flak Panzer. And Paul's Alto-Stimmung attack rather ended up falling a bit flat. Flak Panzer needing repairs though. Most greatly needed repairs. T-70 as well though. He's also needing more armor. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen a single K1 heavy tank though from Paul, since they're typically quite popular due to their strength and endurance, and because they can really soak up a lot of damage, they're performing dealing a lot of damage there. So it's a bit surprising we've yet to see a single K1 here from Paul.A.D. And certainly would be quite a great choice for us all the Panther 4s. Let's fix up the Panther 4, which is very close to 2. Pushing eastwards. Almost got the T-7 good to go here for Paul.A.D. Machine gun here ready once more, as always. Can't run into the pop. Could pop sustain fine theory here. But I guess he doesn't. Prioritizing the Panther Force over the Ostwind entirely. Once more, another period of quiet and contemplation between these two players as Caosak is just getting his arm in action again, and Paul is finally going for the K1 heavy tank, but still needs more forces. He probably would benefit honestly from a multiple bit of some additional light artillery support here, besides the Katyusha for some smoke screens. I think that could make it harder for Caosak to they get a focus here on Paul's forces they attack then. 200 points left versus Caosak's 173. K1 halfway done. Panther 4's good to go now. It's finally the time of the Flak Panzer to receive its repairs. Minesweeper spotting stuff in the east here. Very good. Thumbs up there to Paul. Katyusha moving up. Where's he going to attack? Where will he try and land the blow here against Caosak? Oh, going for the Panzer in the west. K1 heavy tank ready. There you go. Actually, no losses. That is really lucky. But there you go. Counter run. Surely they will get some kills on the Pantomans as they retreat since they're on health. Guard squad are roaming. Surely they will get some kills. There we go. Reinhard and Dietrich, Dieter and Fritz. Entire in effect goes down now. That's a bit bloody to Caosak. K1 went up the center with the T-7 taking hits from the Pack 40. Almost got it, in fact. 175 to 155. And there you go, T-70 down. Another blow to support. He's just losing an excellent light tank there with great to pacify and all that. Stug on the way there for Caosak. I mean, the pan thing just kind of, you know, sacking the game, particularly certain maps. Okay, one they're moving about. Stug almost halfway done here for Caosak, and the German army, the same Sturm going to be shown. 103, 137, 35. Ball moving towards these against the folks on the off guard. Nice shot there. Flak Panzer still awaiting last bits before they get the ace level. I mean, theoretically, would like try and catch the Katyusha off guard and destroy it with it. Stug almost down there for Caosak. And there you go. Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausführung G. Gefechtsbereit. Next counter guard up here. Should pop the sustained fire ability perhaps. Flak Panzer running here. I think that will come to the guardsmen. Tang through them. Without mercy. Damage into the Panther 4. Panther on the west side with a bit of infantry and show, mostly pioneers though. 173 for 107. There we go, another class. Pioneers cooperative comes to the guard and came on also cheering into them. Panther 4 they're nearby. In the east he could try and flank up. In fact, he tried to flank. I could possibly cast the Katyusha for the Austrian destroyer. 99 points left here for Paul.A.D. 97 in fact as it goes down further and further here. K1 moving westwards to strengthen enemy 42. Bunch of infantry we get target for the Austrian here. You could also just try and run over them here actually as the targets. Almost on the Flak Panzer. Almost. Can he get there? Can he get there? Katyusha fire off. Flying into the base and get some kills on the Caosak. Most of the rock. Oh, actually do get some hits in there. Flak Panzer needing some more hits. Almost suffering a damage engine. There we go. 27 kills there. Almost ace level. Can he get it there? Can he get it there? Who knows? Anyways, K1 being falling back here. We got 173 versus 78. He's getting control of the victory points. He does also control a nicer chunk of the map. But Caosak still has a significant force in the field here. Stug's being helped to serve. For now, they still managed a single infantry kill. Very good. Thumbs up. Another T-54 there for Paul.A.D and the Red Army. Need to fix that. Plus the field gun. Almost got it. Flak Panzer any repairs. West side here. Polestar again, and of course once more Caosak's waiting for the armor to get ready before pushing in. He's also close to having the fragmentation bomb unlocked, which could possibly, shall I say, a death blow there to Paul under an assault. Chief Head was right. Mighty Solid Steel there, ready to challenge the Germans. There you go, air support called in. Kind of forgetting what happened last time with the Flak Panzer nearby. T-54 taking the mine, that time I took it out there. And the Germans with the fragmentation bomb takes out the nearby T-54, knocked out. Austrian being rushed forward to the front line, heavy loss there for Paul already. Units annihilated, tanks destroyed. An aircraft could possibly be taken out in the sky as well. There you go, ace level on the Flak Panzer as more aircraft are shot out. There we go. And with that, his air support knocked out. K1, the gaining one goes for deep flank against the entanglements. Panther 4 out, Stug rushing 40 to be careful to get the Flak Panzer and the other stuff in there. Good hit, K1 main gun out, Flak Panzer rushing in, and Ace-Low can fairly well deal with the field. There you go, K1 kaput. Stug looks like he's going to be ending up absorbing hits here for the Flak Panzer. You got 151 versus 78. Bit of a throwaway with the Stug, not good for sure. Pioneers dealing with the troops. Good calling some storms to assist this swiftly. And there you go. Field and cleared up with the ace level flak panzer. And there you go. GG from Paul.A.D. GG. A loss here for the Red Army. Victory of the German one. An intense fight here on Crossing the Woods. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell a friend, tell a family, don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Link saying cheers. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow again for our next episode. Bye.